waiting for Mordax to give us the first word.
Well, he was doing my intro there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, welcome back to D5 Questing, everybody, where the are frequent and the laughs are free. Now let's get with it.
No.
I'm just gonna wait the whole thing.
No, I like where the are free and then frequent.
Reed is gonna start talking, and it'll just be one word, and then
And all of us just going, no.
I said it a second time, so you better watch out for that one. You were all talking, so.
Reed is gonna try and edit, or try to make me edit in Morse code.
Yeah, right.
How many people know the Morse alphabet in our little group here?
I do.
I know A, B, C, D.
I know SOS.
Dash.
I know what D is.
Dash, dot, dot.
Yeah.
I remember that because Dog did it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dog did it.
Anyway, this episode is brought to you by Mediocrity. Just because we accept you as you are doesn't mean we've abandoned hope you'll improve.
Word up. Word. Yes. Yes.
I've given up hope.
Can't remember.
You're not improving.
Morris.
That's not his first name. Also brought to you in part by Samuel Morse.
And Alfred Vale.
And Alfred Vale, the lesser known of the two.
Yeah.
So thank you, Morse, for your endorse.
I mean, Thomas Edison doesn't actually credit the people who really made the light bulb, so whatever. I'm sorry, it's so topical. I apologize. Heated discussions.
We also are on a new day of recording. And so do we have any shout outs so far?
Not yet. No one's commented yet.
Okay. Wow. Well, comment on the stuff. We did miss one from last time we recorded. One of my friends reached out to me on a private message and was like, "Hey, I'd like a shout out." So, Christina, here's your shout out.
Oh yeah, no. One of my private friends also.
You don't have any private friends
in a back alley was like, "Hey man,
give me a shout out, Earl."
And I was like, "Yeah." So, hey, Steve Stevenson, this one's for you.
Also, you owe me $5, so
12 actually.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Backroom deals using the D5 name.
Can someone just give us a recap?
Welcome to D5 Backroom.
Go for it, Rob.
No cameras here.
Ra was all scared, his palms sweaty, as he climbed across this narrow ledge, barely making it.
Vomit on his cloak already.
Spaghetti in his pocket sapling already.
Everything was quite moist.
Oh.
The group decided to try and crawl up this gap in the wall going all the way up through the ceiling. And we succeeded! Huzzah! And then up top we found a waterfall where the strange frog man came from the far end on the top side. And that is currently where we sit.
And you know how to spit it. Put your hands up for the druid.
All right. All right, Rav, now you get back in that cave because we got some more action coming.
Yeah, we need more.
Hey, where's Rav?
We need more bait.
Where's Rav?
Just spitting some sweet lyrics up at the top world.
Well, me silly.
I'm gonna try your hardest to get it in there. He's like, I'm just gonna own it.
We're gonna print shirts with it.
Oh boy.
D5 bleep me silly.
Oh man.
I think we found the name of the episode. Asterisk, 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 me silly.
There we go.
All right. Well, in other news, how was your guys' week?
Oh, great. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Good.
How was yours?
Pretty good. I'm gonna say something, and Jake's gonna roll his eyes.
Yeah, do it.
I went wakeboarding for the first time, actually.
Ooh, fun.
Last Saturday.
Why would I roll my eye?
Because you've heard the story already, and you're like, just get over it. You almost drowned. Yeah, we all almost drowned. First time I've ever gone wakeboarding, and it felt like I was going to drown with my head above water. So
this isn't the commentary. That's what D5 questions is for.
Oh! Are you guys wanting to play Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's do it.
I just wanted to let everybody know how brave Jacob is. We all know how brave your guys' characters are.
You're so beautiful and brave. You are a special snowflake.
This is the GM trying to put himself into the story.
You're so beautiful and brave. Now get back
out
to
of the narrative.
Wow,
Tell us what's going on.
That's ridiculous.
So-
you are the god in the sky. Now do your job.
So you are trying to figure out what is going on with this fish man. Continue.
Oh, what? 1 second.
Oh my gosh.
And I could hear what they were saying, right?
Yeah, you could hear all the garbled.
All right.
Couldn't understand it.
I recalled knowledge of occultism. I just leaned back and said, "Hey, sounds like he could probably be cursed."
Cursed with a T.
Are you cursed?
He nods.
How did you get cursed?
He goes and right up next to the water's edge, and kind of points down at the wator.
Oh,
Water. Is the water
Have you
magical?
tried going back into the water?
as I see him do that, Torvald takes his water skin, gives it a really odd look, and then just starts pouring it out
Dumps
on
it
the
out.
rocks.
I was really hoping you weren't going to do that and you'd forget all about it. Champ, why don't you go ahead and take a point of inspiration for being spot on with that?
I thought our water skins are still full of air from when we were trying to swim through that watery tunnel.
Yeah, that's why I said when I got to the top, I was like, "Oh, water!" So I filled up. my
Toro
water
filled
skin.
it up.
Like I said it specifically.
It took a lot for me not to smile. It took so much. But yeah, so right after we hit end record on the last episode, then H was like, I think this is it has to be like that Water of Mischief stuff that we went through on that Libra Origins. So
Wow.
I'm giving H a point of inspiration to use
For metagaming?
for Champ.
Wow.
Spot on though.
Right
Spot
on.
on.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Phil Nybar. Thanks for listening.
Hey.
Thanks,
Nybar.
Can't make that one up. That's no Steve Stevenson.
Phil, appreciate you. All right. So he points to the water and as best he can, he nods. And now that you guys know that he's not comfortable in his skin, it becomes very, very clear that he's very he doesn't know how to work this weird body that he now has.
Rav's gonna walk up. Have you tried going back into the water to see if you can change again?
He goes into the water again and comes back out, and nothing happens. And looks at you and nods very condescendingly. And go ahead and roll a D1000 if you would, Senor Rav.
A D1000, you say?
Yeah.
That's an 800 and just a sec. 800, 850.
Oh my gosh.
851.
Big rolls. 851. No whammies. This 1000 list is really long. Shambles is suddenly awestruck at the beauty of something on the ground in the water. Maybe a blade of grass that somehow made its way into the cave, a pebble, speck of dust. Is Shambles a boy or a girl?
Yes. I have not looked up his leaf skirt yet, so I don't know.
Shambles
Or kill.
immediately lays down to get a closer look and examine its complexity and stays that way for... Oh, where's my D4? There it is. the rest of his life. 1 round. Yeah, I didn't go through and what is it when you go and you cut off the tops of trees, fruit trees at the beginning of the spring?
When you top them?
Prune. I didn't go through and prune this list at all, so there you go.
Hey, he seems to understand common, so maybe we can find out what he used to be.
Touches his nose and points at Torvo. Like, yep, hit it on the nose. Wait, does he have a nose?
He kind of
He used to, apparently.
A gross freak.
Like, frog. If you can say a frog has a nose.
How tall is he?
He is regular size, normal size.
Did you used to be human by chance?
He nods.
He
Lifts up his
put
robes
finger
to
on
show
his
that
nose
he is
again?
indeed a he.
Oh, gross. Don't need that, man.
Huh?
Wait, so he's not all fish?
Oh,
He's not
no.
all fish.
Torvo, what have you done?
Merman.
Cool.
Is there any way you can think of that we can help you?
Shrugs his shoulders, completely at a loss.
Sweet, we're out of here. See you, buddy.
He he goes and like puts his nasty fish fingers on your shoulder and is like, "No, you gotta help me."
Hey.
I'll
You
put
know a
my
way out of
hand up
here.
and pat him on the shoulder, like, "Yeah, buddy, we'll try and help you as best we can."
Do you know a way out of here?
He nods and looks back the way you came, and kind of like you see that he's debating on whether or not that is the way, or if he wants to show you this other.
Hey, did you have another group with you? Are you alone?
He kind of like he's kind of had another group,
Interesting.
but you don't know if he's talking about having another group or being alone.
Are you running from somebody?
He shakes his head no.
How pliable is the ground around here? Is it solid rock?
Yeah.
Do you happen to know a skeleton in the wall named Locke Montgomery?
He shakes his head no. You see he's trying to get in his robes for something.
Cool.
But can't because his webbed fingers.
Rav, go and assist him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't be reaching into someone's robe like
his
that.
robe, Rab.
not even gonna ask for permission.
Nice and deep. It's probably slimy.
Well, if he can't get it himself, dude needs help.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but you can ask him
Yeah,
first.
buddy.
and be like, yeah.
When somebody is a paraplegic, you're welcome to search their person anytime you like. While you're at it, why don't you push somebody around on a wheelchair who didn't ask you to?
Little deeper.
Oh my gosh. So he
Switch to some very bad places.
welcome to D5 question. D5 After Dark.
Again.
Not Durfee After Dark. That was a separate show.
That was.
That one got real intimate.
So you come up. And
Have you ever been with a fish person?
Anyway, please
What did he
continue.
find in the robes?
Please continue.
So you reach in towards the top part of his robes where he was kind of trying to get at, and you pull out a money pouch that has 20 gold pieces in it. And you see that he kind of like tries to like offer to be like, I'm going to give you money if you can help me figure this out. And then you see he looks down at his hand, and then you see that he looks at both sides, and then he gets real panicked and like starts looking around on the ground immediately.
Did you drop a ring or a watch?
He
or a
nods.
band
He
or
nods. He nods urgently.
Well,
Rav's going to use his
find
lights to help light up the area and try and find it.
Okay.
Perception check.
I don't know. You made him go back in the water, so it could be freaking anywhere.
Perception check.
Yep, I start looking around and I get an 8.
Yeah, you're trying your best to help, but you're almost like kicking rocks and
Well, these guys are doing that. I
potentially.
Rav rolls a 19.
25.
Champ, you you kind of keep looking around for him, and this fish guy walks up the ledge to kind of be like, maybe it's up here, and he's walking around the water's edge, and you find a signet ring, laying on the ground.
Cool. I pick it up and take it back to him.
Go ahead and roll perception check on that signet ring, H.
I love you.
24.
So you look at it and you recognize the symbol on this signet ring as
It's Derpy's family ring.
It's Derpy. As a higher up family in Prapa, where you are from.
Wow.
Oh, are you royalty?
You recognize it as the Ferdinand family crest, and although not royalty, they like members of their family sit on the city council and things like that.
Elite.
Run the parks department and the library.
Are you part of the Ferdinand family?
He nods, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, we're gonna figure this out, man. We gotta get you back to Prapa.
He kind of goes up next to you and like nods and is like, I really appreciate it, as best he can in a nod.
Sweet.
How elitist are the Prapa houses?
They're pretty.
Are these Ferdinands actually decent people?
I mean, they do
Freeball,
make some.
right?
They do make a lot of decisions within the community. They kind of sit on the council for it all.
I don't have much planned by way of how fancy this family is. So, H, you know more about the Ferdinand family than anybody else here.
It's not like they know any different if we threw them off the cliff.
It's true. They wouldn't.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just saying.
Going back to hobo territory again.
I ain't murder hobo. I'm just saying, like, I'm fine with him coming.
Take the signet ring back and collect a reward.
I don't care whether he gets rewarded, like, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever.
Right.
I don't know if we got the skill to change him or help him at all, so we got to find something.
I'd prefer not to get rid of him. He's kind of their family's kind of good people.
All right. Well, show us where your camp was.
So he looks across the river, and everybody go ahead and make another perception check as you follow his gaze.
17.
Uh, 21.
23. You see water.
Who got the 21? Was that Rav?
Yeah.
Okay. So Rav and Torvo look across the river, and you see it kind of goes down this wall, almost a smaller opening. And where the opening would be, you see a polished sheen, almost like a mirror on the other side of the river. The other two, as you guys continue looking around, maybe trying to find a more hidden treasure, like a signet ring from somebody else, perhaps, you see the remnants of an old campfire, almost ancient. Who got the 17?
I did.
You find a pickaxe. Do you have Arcana at all? Can you make an Arcana check?
I should be able to. Give me a second. Yeah, I've got a 1.
Okay, go ahead and roll that Arcana.
Not proficient at all. I just got a 1 in it. Okay. 18.
So yeah, you sense that this pickaxe is enchanted somehow. You don't quite understand how or what it does, but you also see a kind of like a label on the handle that says "Property of Michigan Stonecutter."
Interesting. I'm gonna take this pickaxe here. It just feels right.
He laughs. His character laughs and is like,
My friend, how long have you been like this? Do you know how long you've been in this form? He can hold up his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4 days, months, years.
Yeah, you can ask
century.
That. Say, has it been a couple minutes? Has it been an hour?
As you guys are trying to guess the time. You can tell that he's been this way for not long at all, maybe a couple minutes or an hour, somewhere in that time range.
Hey, it looks across the way that there's probably another one of those maybe polished obsidian statues over there or something. I'm going to go back real fast and check behind us. I'm going to actually go down and look the other way.
How far down that path?
Because I forgot about it.
So you go back to the waterfall, climb down, and you're walking off the right-hand side of the page.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm stealthing too.
Okay. What's that stealth?
The stealth is a 20. Oh man, math is not strong today with this one. 24.
Okay. And roll a perception check as well. We'll get back to the top of the cliff in just 1 minute. A 19?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you continue down the path and you get about 100 yards or 150 yards, and you come across this large opening that's almost the size of like an indoor football arena. And you see some people talking to a fish-looking creature.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the top. What's going on up there? What are you guys doing?
I thought Rav was on the bottom side of the falls there.
No, we followed it. We followed him up because we were going to his camp.
Everybody kind of went up. So you're at like the 50-yard line, basically next to the river. There's like a little an old ancient campfire, a bunch of river rocks all over, and then an obsidian-looking mirror on the other side of the river.
Okay.
Hey, where'd you come from? Like, what direction did you come from up here?
He points to the mirror.
To the mirror.
Did you come through the mirror?
He nods.
Wow, that's cool.
Okay. Are you guys going to do anything else while Torvo is wandering and exploring?
I'm going to ask the frog guy there. Is there an incantation in order to activate the mirror in order to use it to walk through it?
He shakes his head no.
And
have you tried going back through it yourself?
He shakes his head no.
So, is this the water that turned you into this fish thing?
He nods yes, yeah.
And we got to get over there. Fantastic.
Mordak's just kind of, he thinks about it for a second and then is like, well, we got to get there some way. So he just jumps in.
Okay.
Bravest man we ever knew.
Torvo, as you are watching this group of explorers, you see exactly what they just described. You see people talking, and then you see one goblin just jump right in.
Okay. And I'm too far, though, to recognize who they are?
Correct, yeah. Well, yeah, you're too far you're too far to recognize like for sure. You're like, this looks weird because you can clearly see that it is the same type of room. You don't you wouldn't think that
but
it's
why would I think it?
Yeah, why would you think it's the exact same room?
Right.
So
okay.
What do you do?
Oh well, then I'm going to proceed forward still, yeah.
Okay. Are you still stealthing? Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you continue to stealth forward, and everybody else's perception rolls were not high enough to see somebody sneaking up on them.
Are there any stones, like stepping stones, that we could be able to cross this river safely?
You look, and although part of the river looks maybe a little bit more shallow, you don't see a readily accessible way across the river. You see where the river comes out from the wall, and you might be able to traverse up and over that opening, but you know that it's going to be a real difficult check.
Hey, champion, did you get that pickaxe there?
Yeah, I got a pickaxe.
Feel like chipping out some stones there, and we can make a little stepping stone path so we don't actually touch the water?
Sounds like a lot of work.
How do I feel? How do I feel in the water right now, though?
Are you swimming across, or did you just jump in and kind of
I just jumped in, and I'm just standing there. It's,
You don't feel anything immediately, but go ahead and roll a D1000 for me.
973.
Ooh, high rollers here. 973.
I just did one online. It was just faster than trying to do the D1.
Okay. Duly noted, good sir.
Okay. I don't feel anything. I feel fine. I'm gonna go across the other side.
Have a nice trip. And Rab's gonna wave at him.
As you swim across to the other side, go ahead and make a swim check.
Was that athletics?
Athletics, I'm sorry.
Holy. I got a 10.
You get about 3/4 of the way, and you get swept up in an unseen current. And as you're kind of struggling a little bit, you see a god just kind of appear before you. He puts a massive arm around your shoulders, gives you a squeeze. He says in a loud, booming voice,
"I've heard so much about you from the others. I had to come and see for myself."
Gives you a whack on the back, knocking you into the water.
"I like you, but you're weak for my liking."
With that, you feel a rush through your body, and you receive a +5 to strength. This god says,
"There, that's better."
He winks at you, and then disappears.
Wow.
So I get +5 to strength right now to my strength
5 to
modifier, or just my strength score.
And you're still in a rage.
To your modifier. That's going to be temporary, by the way.
Obviously. No, it's not. We don't know that yet.
God's touch.
Wow. I feel powerful.
And you very easily just go through and easy peasy. Like swimming's not a problem after that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
So is there a? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say Champ's gonna ford the river.
Okay, go ahead and make a swim check.
What am I adding to that?
Athletics. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I did it again.
24.
24. You successfully swim across. As you come across the other side, dripping wet, roll a D1000.
191.
If you're having questing problems, I feel bad for you, son. Got 191 random effects. Oh, man. I need everybody to roll a D20.
Oh, jeez.
2.
15.
11.
Who rolled a 2?
I redid. Mordax.
Mordax the traveling axe falls unconscious on the ground.
Random.
I rush over to Mordax. See if
He's
I
not
can wake up. He's not breathing? Does he have a pulse?
He doesn't have a pulse.
No way.
He's not breathing. He's like dead, guys. What's going on?
How close am I? How close am I?
You're like at the 25-yard line.
So I can hear him yelling that?
Yeah.
All right. So I take a running long jump to try and bypass the water.
Okay. So this is all happening simultaneous. Maybe we should roll initiative and see what happens. Poor Mordax.
Hey there, everybody. We've had a lot of laughs, but usually that laughter stops or something when someone dies. So this is for you, Mordax. Yeah, then we're really gonna miss you around these parts.
Tonight's episode will be dedicated to the memory of Mordax. He made us laugh. He made us cry. I can't believe he's really gone.
Mordax was quite the gobbo. He had a wonderfully sharp axe that he always liked to swing around. He stunk like garbage, looked like a snail. Love that little gobbo. I'll miss him.
Initially, I was put off by Mordax, but just like a fungus, he came to grow on me, and he really taught me what it was like to be a gobbo, and that was kind of gross, but I'm down with it, and I was starting to finally learn, and he was taken too soon. Too soon.
And may a chorus of angels carry thee to thy rest. Good night, sweet prince.
Huh. Wait, is that Durfee?
Oh, it's you! I run over and I kneel down, put my hand on his head.
Durfee, where are we?
Well, I've got some bad news for you. You're dead. And, I don't exactly know where we are. But, yeah, that's about all I know. Welcome to the afterlife.
Did you find your stonemason?
No, still looking.
Oh. Well, I'll keep looking for you too. Oh,
Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, all alone.
I hate to break up the funeral, guys. This just got a message from me, actually, and it turns out that Mordax actually isn't dead.
Wait, what?
Let's have a listen, see what happens.
Well, I'm already right there. I've got medicine. I can do a medicine check.
I got a 28
To jump over it?
to jump over it.
You can't quite get enough of, and you jump into the water about 75% across.
I got a 26 on my medicine for Mordax.
Okay. You look at this and you realize the only way to save this poor helpless goblin would be to send up oblations to your goddess.
All right. Well, I start praying to Colita.
Go ahead and spend a hero point if you'd like it to be sincere.
Sure. Take my hero
All right.
point.
Done.
You have 2 of them.
Done. Okay. Colhita appears to you in a vision and tells you exactly what to do to bring your suffering and dead party member back to life.
And now that I've been taught CPR, here we go.
Okay. Mordax, go ahead and roll a d4.
1.
Okay. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as CPR is performed on you. But you cough out the water that was in your lungs and are back to breathing and just fine.
I had water in my lungs.
Not anymore.
I thought I got a big old pat on the back. And
You did.
You did, and then somebody else went in the water.
Yep.
Yeah, all we hear is this splash behind us now.
big old splash. What the?
Are you okay?
Yeah, that one says a random party member is dead unless they or you spend 1 hero point.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could have used the hero point on that one and just, re-rolled.
That's true.
Hey guys, something just went in the water not too far from you. You guys might want to turn around and look at it.
Yeah, because you guys don't know that that Torvo it would be
No,
dead.
just this cannonball comes shooting out of nowhere.
I'm more concerned about Mordax at the moment.
How big is the river?
Wide enough that you can't jump across it.
I like that. That's a good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Are you okay, little guy? What's going on? You all right?
I'm fine. I have no idea what happened there. I mean, I felt like I could move mountains, but punch a hole through this thing here, through this rock right here, and then all of a sudden it just dropped.
It's too much. It's too much.
Too much all at once. Mordax goes up and punches the mirror.
I didn't want to do that. I was gonna...
This is great.
Did that fish guy go across the river already?
No, he's just like watching all this, like almost like he doesn't want to go back in the water because he saw what happened when he went in the first time. Okay. So Mordax.
Hey, did we all see the god?
No.
Fantastic.
No. All in his mind.
I love it.
All in his mind. Torval, I'd imagine that you're coming up and like running at him to be like, "Oh my heck, are you okay?" Roll a d1000.
Yeah, I got 114.
I'm gonna die again.
Anybody in your party is named Mordax, they die.
Oh no!
All right, I need to find out who is standing closest to Mordax, the traveling or Torval.
Rav's the furthest away. Yes.
It's between me and Mordax. I guess I'm closer to the water because I ran straight to him as he dropped.
So then you're going to be closer to him. Go ahead and roll a will save.
Nice.
Oh man.
Whoa, 14.
It's better than a 3.
You look down at your legs, your strong, sturdy human legs, and you're human, right?
No, I'm an elf.
Oh, you look down at your strong, sturdy elven legs, and they start to shrivel and transform into this weird, slimy.
Frog legs.
Frogs are slimy. Frog legs.
How many frogs have you touched, man?
Every frog I've touched, slimy.
It's probably only temporary, I would imagine. I came back to life.
Do I get any bonuses?
Swim speed +2.
Your armor still fits the same, just fine, and you can now jump 3 times as long as you normally would.
Yes.
What about swim speed?
Your swim speed matches your walking speed now.
Woohoo!
Oh boy!
I know I'm using it as a surfboard.
Okay. So
Raph, are you going to join us?
Yeah, watch this. I was going to say something, but you guys just started jumping and crossing across the river. So Rav's going to cast Enlarge on his little Leshy.
You're gonna use Ram.
Yeah, I'm going to use Shambles to
They
carry
recognize
me like a
the
child
email.
across the river, and he's going to ford it for me.
okay.
Oh my goodness!
Roll a d1000. Actually, no. Roll.
Twice?
Roll.
Leshy already had that once, right?
Yeah, but
just
so
went
roll.
back into the water.
Hold on. Roll either acrobatics or athletics for Shambles as he bounces and fords the river with you on his back.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's carrying me in his arms like a baby.
Okay. Have
So
no.
if anything happens, he's going to chuck me the rest of the way.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, so what is this acrobatics you said?
What's his freaking strength check, yo?
Acrobatics or athletics. I'm basically. I want to see if he slips on the rocks underneath the water or like loses his balance.
Okay, so 11.
Okay. He loses his balance and you the bottom half of your body dips into the water.
No, mommy, no! My pantaloons are wet.
Go ahead and roll a d1000 for Shambles. We'll see what happens to him.
He can always get him back.
Roll a d1000 for me.
321.
You're like, I just immediately send him away because I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't get paid enough. 321. Just hold on to it, Bakers.
So how far across did he get before he stumbled and threw me the rest of the way?
He got about halfway, but
Oh yeah, I made it good.
before you could get thrown out of the water, then like half of your body went in. Go ahead and roll another d1000.
You're not getting out of this, John. It's just
Tried. It's 707.
707. I love this
So did
table.
anything happen to Shambles then, or is he okay?
That one didn't really apply. That's the problem with the U1000 table.
Because I'm kind of worried about my little guy.
Shambles, roll a d12.
Okay. 3.
Shambles rolls 3 hand-sized green mushrooms on his back.
Fantastic.
Oh, that is cool.
You don't know what they do, but
But now he's got like 3 shields on his back to protect him from arrows.
Maybe.
Woohoo!
Okay.
As the arrow hits it, the spores go out and everyone dies. It's
Right. Everyone gets plus 5 to strength and then dies. Okay.
Okay, 707.
And then for you, Rav, what do you roll?
Yeah, that was at 707. 707.
I don't know how better he can say that,
No, so okay, so I said roll for Shambles, right? You rolled the one that it was didn't apply, so I had you roll again for Shambles because
I see.
the first one didn't apply. So that one applies to Shambles. Now roll again for you.
Gotcha. So we're looking at 471.
471. This is a great table, huh, Jiggers?
Mm-hmm.
471.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm more nervous than you.
I don't know. I mean, it's not worse than death.
Oh no.
What was
but you didn't die.
What was the most recent power that you just manifested?
Enlarge.
Okay. Duly noted. Okay. All right. The fish, you feel just fine. I know John
The
doesn't.
fish feels fine?
But
you
feel
he started with the fish, and then
Yeah.
he meant to tell you that you feel
yes.
fine.
Rav, you probably dodged a bullet. You're feeling really good that just your waist got wet, and so you're gonna be all right.
So I trudge out of the river across the other side and Shambles, this large monstrosity of a overgrown bush, comes out of the water, and water's just pouring off of his bark, and he's all happy because he got another drink.
And 3 mushrooms.
And 3 mushrooms. How big does enlarge do?
So he was tiny, and he went to large status.
Okay, so tiny to large.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he was quite big.
Size of an ogre.
His reach is 10 feet.
Okay.
With his arms.
Okay. All right. So our fish friend, Monsieur Ferdinand, will roll a D1000, Jakers. 740. Thanks for rolling that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that if he went back into the water, nothing happened to him.
Interesting
that.
thought.
Well, no, didn't he go back in already? We tried this out.
And Shambles all of a sudden became fixated to the water.
Yeah, looking at leaf or something in there.
Um.
Oh my gosh.
Man, he's gonna die, isn't he?
One of his eyes pops out of its socket
Like a dead fish.
and starts dangling by the what's that called?
The nerve
The
endings
nerve
of it.
endings. And he starts freaking out.
Oh no.
Whoa, Ferdinand, come here. Let me pop that back in for you.
He is
Rav's gonna
shaking. He's like
pick it
you
up
can
and,
see
like,
him
pop back
shaking
in with his thumb.
so hard. Make a medicine check for popping an eye back in somebody's head.
I'm gonna assist.
Okay. No, I did this once.
Maybe I shouldn't have assisted.
Hey,
Total
my
rolls
medicine
his
check
eyes.
is at a +8,
I start
so
moving
I'm
towards the mirror.
I learned this in Kolhaita Youth.
that's 28.
I'm using a hero point for my assist.
Did you get a nat 1?
No,
I got a nat
3,
20.
which made it a 10. So we're gonna retry that. Okay.
I've got a nat 20 on that, so it's a 28 altogether.
21.
All right. So between the two of you working together with your surgeon's hands, you are successfully able to put his eye back into his socket and bandage it up. You don't know if he's going to lose sight in that eye or what, but you bandage it up, and you see that he's like freaking out though, and like looks at the water in like this horror of like should not.
You know, Ferdinand, I wouldn't recommend you go back into that water anymore. That's Rav's thoughts.
So I still have an empty water. I still have an empty water skin. I'm actually going to fill up my water skin with this water.
I love that.
Heck yeah. Rav's going to follow suit and fill up his too.
Actually, from what just happened to me, I actually did the same.
Okay.
Again.
If you guys do that, make sure you make note of the water that's in your water skin is water of mischief.
Yeah,
Water's
I'm also
mischief.
gonna do that too. Frog leg,
And-
that bad.
And if any of you guys forget that that's the case, like you're obviously going to need to get a new water skin at some point to take water with you on your journey. But if any of you guys forget that that's the case, then you'll suffer the potential fatal effects of the waters of
Of
mischief.
ingesting it.
Okay? So you're all successfully across the waters of mischief.
I go and inspect the mirror.
Okay? Go ahead and make a perception check. You were at the mirror?
I said I rolled my... When his eye popped out and they were all panicking, I rolled my eyes and just started walking towards
I
the
didn't
mirror.
know
But
that.
you were too caught up in
I didn't
that.
know that.
20.
So Mordax, as you walk up, you see that there's something weird about the mirror. You're still kind of like far away from it, almost where you collapsed in that area. And you look over, and as you stand up, you see that the reflection in the mirror lags a little bit behind what your actual movements are. Have you ever seen a mirror in real life, Mordax?
Just no.
Okay. So you don't know if this is how mirrors are supposed to act or not.
I mean, I've seen a reflection before through windows and through.
Okay. Then yes, you know that this is uncanny.
You know what you look like?
So you've seen that nasty, ugly reflection before.
Ah! There's a monster!
To me, I think it's pretty.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I ready an action anyway, just in case.
Now there's a beholder in the cave?
As you walk closer to the mirror, you see that your reflection starts to fade. And in its place, you start to see a hazy, deciduous forest. The closer that you get to the mirror, the hazier your reflection gets, but the clearer this image of this forest gets.
I can see a forest through the mirror.
You also notice that the closer you get to the mirror, the less lag there is on your reflection.
Shambles is so excited to hear that there's a forest in the mirror that he paddles over to it there and wants to reach out and touch it.
Plat, 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 plat.
That's what I was thinking.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh no!
He reaches towards the mirror, and his hand stops on the mirror. Yeah, branch.
You can visibly see his shoulders like slump and like he's like been defeated. Like he's just
Yeah, poor thing. I feel real bad.
All right, well, I reach out and touch and trying to go through the mirror.
Okay. You reach out. Is everybody else kind of up at the mirror as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to roll a fortitude saving throw. Mordax the Traveling Axe as he travels through the mirror.
22. Nope. I'm sorry. 24. Better.
As you walk through the mirror, you feel a strange sensation in your body. Almost a phasing or two places in once kind of pain and anguish. Okay? This sensation pulsates through your body and everything goes bright. For a moment, you're temporarily blinded.
Do I see a god again?
You see that god just like wink at you again. Throw you the finger guns.
Thumbs up. I like that.
He's like, "This is right? You know, throws up the hang loose sign and stuff. Flips you off. This is what you're doing with that strength, boy. Gives you the double guns, and you're momentarily blinded. As your senses start to come back, you start to smell the scent of outside, almost the scent of a slight decay in late fall. The leaves start to come into view again of all these different deciduous trees, and they're all sorts of different colors, from green to red to orange to brown as they fall off onto the ground. You hear birds chirping in the distance, and just kind of this relaxing breeze ruffle around you and cool you down a little bit. As your senses come back, you see that you are indeed in the forest.
Can I see the mirror?
You look around and you just see forest.
Ooh.
Do we see him?
You guys look in the mirror and see him looking around suspiciously and in awe about not seeing the mirror.
I'm going to yell at the mirror, see if I can't. Hey, can you hear me?
Can they
Mordak,
see? Sorry,
react as though
did
you
say,
don't hear it.
Did you say that they saw me through the mirror? Or?
Yes, they see you, but you don't see the mirror and you don't see them.
Okay.
You don't hear him either.
He's all alone.
So act as though you didn't hear what Raph said.
Okay.
It's so nice to get away from him for just 1 minute.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go through the mirror.
Before you do that, Mordex, what are you doing? Are you just huffing air?
Yeah. Fresh air there. Can I make a perception check, though?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah. Awesome. 12.
You look around and you're just. It seems like months since you've been outside, and you try and think back about the last time that you were outside, and it wasn't. Last time you were outside, you were being arrested.
The weather change?
The seasons.
Yeah.
Yes. But yet you know that it's only been maybe a couple days. Let's see. You were put in jail, and literally all that happened in a matter of hours. All those episodes. I think you've only spent one night in the caverns.
Over 2 days.
Yeah. So it's been probably 2 days in the caverns, one night maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like it's been a lot longer than that. But you look around and you just are so relieved to be out of the caverns because it's been episodes and episodes and episodes.
You're right. Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah.
Champion, go ahead and make a fortitude saving throw.
21.
You two go through and you feel that strange sensation that I described to Mordex, the traveling, and you feel that same pain and almost phasing as though you're in two places at once, and you come across the other side, momentarily blinded by this bright light that you've seen, and as your senses come back, you two see the same scene that I described. You don't, however, see your comrade, Mordax the Axe.
Or a god that gave you finger guns?
Or a god that gave you finger guns.
Huh.
So they're not standing beside one another, they're in their own forest?
But the forest still look the same. Oh shoot, what do we see in the mirror?
As Torvo and Rav look in the mirror, you guys see you see them, and you see that they're standing close to each other, and you're confused why they're not talking to each other.
I'm gonna start yelling, Mordak, Mordak, where are you?
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna turn back to that frog guy. Hey, is there a trick with this? What's going on here?
He shrugs his shoulders.
Why don't you touch the mirror and go through next, buddy?
He kind of looks at you, looks at the mirror, takes a deep breath, and goes through.
Oh, I was gonna throw him through.
Okay, so please tell us what happens with the frog man.
You see him appear on the screen of a mirror, and again in close proximity, probably within 30 or 40 feet of the other two. and nothing. You see him look around, confused and not sure what to do.
Huh.
Hey, Torvo, I think we should explore the rest of this cave before we go through that mirror.
Well, it's kind of weird because it wrapped back around. There's
Really?
some type of enchantment on this cave. So, to me, it's nowhere better than where we are right now, and at least we might find some food over there.
All right, fair enough. You ready to go through?
You first. I don't know about your Leshy, though.
What happens if you go through together?
Let's hold hands.
I'm going to hold on to my Leshy's arm, and I don't know, Torvo, you going to touch the mirror at the same time as me?
No.
All right, Torvo, goodbye, buddy. Rav's going to
Catch you on the flip side.
See you on the other
go
side.
through.
You locked arms with your Leshy.
Yeah, holding on to him, yeah.
Okay. As you walk through, you feel your body start to get sucked in to the mirror, and your arm comes loose from the Leshy. And you, unfortunately, are not holding on to the Leshy anymore. Make a fortitude saving throw.
25?
25. Okay, so the same thing happens to you, where you are momentarily blinded for just a little bit as that bright light kind of clears out of your eyes. Then you look around and you expect to find your Leshy because you went through at the same time, but you don't see your Leshy, you don't see Mordax, you don't see Champion, and you don't see our fish friend.
Dig it.
I'm going to stand there confused, and I'm going to turn around basically where I would expect the mirror to be, and I'm going to throw my arms up in the air as if Torvo can see me, and I don't know if he can hear me. I'm going to tell or yell it out. Leshy!
You, on this side of the mirror, Torvo, you hear that Leshy, almost muffled though, like how when we came back on the recording, when we moved over here, muffled like that. And immediately after Rav went through the mirror, the Leshy disappeared.
Okay. Well, I shrug my shoulders and just walk into the mirror.
Okay, roll a fortitude saving throw.
I got a 19.
Okay. The same thing happens to you. You walk in the mirror and you feel this pull as you get pulled out of the cavern that you were in, and this bright light surrounds you. You don't see a god either.
Too bad.
Nobody to
That would have really helped me out
to escort you through.
on my personal quest.
And you find yourself in this deciduous forest as well.
I'm going to climb a tree.
Okay. Climb that tree.
Excellent.
Hello.
22.
So you climb the tree. Is that your perception as well, or was that defined? Oh, 0. Looks like. You climb the tree and get a stick in your eye.
That would have been
You're blind. You get to the top of the tree, and although you don't see any of your companions, you see a village off in the distance. In addition to the village off in the distance, you see that this forest goes on for miles and miles in all directions.
Wow. No other change, just forest.
Just forest.
Okay.
Okay. Mordax, what do? You've been in here the longest.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what to do.
He curls up in a ball and cries.
I've been saying hello and haven't heard anything, so I think I'm going to
Everybody,
try and find a high point.
okay. As you've been yelling hello, I need Torvo to make a perception roll. As you're at the top of the tree, I guess you'd use the same one.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a very distant hello off to your side.
Okay.
Oh, hello!
Hello.
Talking to himself at this point.
I'm completely alone. I can say whatever I want.
Darn it, Torvo!
Smells of fish bait.
Okay. You respond to the faint hello that you hear?
No.
You have that. Okay. Mordex, you climb a tree. Go ahead and make a climb check and a perception check.
Climbs 15.
Okay.
Perception is. I need to get new dice. 7.
Yeah, you get up there and you see that the forest does indeed go on for miles and miles, but that's unfortunately all you can see.
So Champ only knows of Mordax has gone through there. So Mordax.
Rav, make a perception check.
21.
Okay. You hear somebody shouting for Mordax.
Champ, is that you?
Champ, roll perception.
13.
Better than my 7.
You vaguely hear it in the distance as well.
Okay. I start heading towards the direction I heard it from.
You come across Champ, and Champ, you come across Rav.
Oh, hey, man. I'm glad to see that everyone else, there's some people that are survived. I don't know about everyone else. I can't find Mordax.
Hey, man.
Yeah, when we were looking in the mirror, you guys were like close to one another, but you guys like obviously couldn't see one another.
It's weird. All right, well,
So go ahead.
obviously he's here. We got to find him somewhere.
Don't you still have your legs that you can jump in the air?
Hold on. Did you see the change? Like that's what I want to know.
I shouldn't. Yeah, because
I think it'd be pretty obvious that all of a sudden his legs are like
Frog legs.
Yeah,
that they bend backwards now.
they bend like to the side when he
That's
walks.
true. They go kind of sideways and canted back. Huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. How high can I jump normally?
I'm not sure.
A high jump is when you roll, then it's kind of equal to
We'll say
what you roll.
1d20 is how high you can roll until we look it up.
1d20 4.
That's in inches.
Yeah, 4 inches.
So you do it. Just do it. Go for a DC 30, pretty much.
DC 30, huh?
Yeah, but you can do times 3 what you
But
normally
times
go
3.
for. Yeah. So we'll just decrease that, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So yeah, you probably
So yeah,
I'm
we'll
up
say
there.
because if we divided the DC 30 by 3, right, then it would be a DC
yeah,
10.
we'll just say that you jump high enough to see over the trees. And you do a quick perception roll, and you just see forest as far as the eye can see.
Good luck coming down.
I've got catfall. I don't care.
and he's
That's
a frog.
convenient.
He can.
Okay. So Mordax, you're looking around, and as you're looking around, you hear a from down below you, and you look down and you see a fish fellow. Yeah.
First time you've seen him in the light.
Oh gosh.
Before, I mean, he was just black and white to me before. 'Cause it was all grayscale.
Oh man, you should not be out in the
Oh
light.
boy. Let's put a hood over you, sir. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to climb back down, I guess, and go talk to him.
Okay. Go ahead.
And have you seen anyone else?
Shakes his head no.
Have you heard anybody else?
Shakes his head no.
Let's both just cry out together. I know it's a little weird for you, but we'll do it anyway. Hello, is there anyone out there?
And Torvo, you hear him crying together.
Okay.
And with the added garbling, then you've got a pretty good idea of who it is.
Right. With that, I stealthily get on the tree and start proceeding towards the set.
Okay.
Stealthily towards us.
Yeah, you move stealthily towards them successfully, and you
I
and
start moving away the opposite direction because I have no idea that he's actually there, or that he's coming towards us. I'm just going to start wandering probably
That's
the
how
wrong
Torval like
direction.
it. So you slowly come upon the Mr. Ferdinand and Mordek's the X.
Okay. I just stride out of the underbrush. I tried to make a little noise.
Okay.
Hey.
You hold up a stick and break it in half.
Oh, hey guys! What's up, gang? Apparently that's my new catchphrase. I heard you guys over here, and I saw what looked to be some sort of structures that way, as I point towards the area that I saw.
A village. Structures? Maybe a village or some sorts?
Yeah, something over there, but other than that, I only saw forest.
We should probably head towards the village then.
That would seem the best course.
Let's make as much noise as we can, so that we can get the others to us.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't call out, right? I personally don't like being attacked by giant anacondas in the woods, or, wolves. Or ogres.
Because anacondas are in the...
Yo, dude, what are you gonna attack within the woods the first time out?
That's true.
I have fears of vipers now because I can't kill them. So we all know that. So,
You're with me.
If you get attacked by a giant anaconda, I'll sue.
Hey, we don't know what we're going towards, so I'd rather, if you want to call out, that's fine. I'll scout ahead. We don't know what we're approaching.
So, as the conversation between Mordax and Torvo proceeds, and in another scene we see Rav and Champ kind of discussing their game plans. We see the two images side by side, and they slowly go up and zoom out. The cameras are going up above the trees, and then you look and they fade out on the expanse of this deciduous forest. We'll pick it up there next week.
We're in the Ozarks.
1 second before we end this thing. 2 more shout outs real fast. Thanks for listening, Elizabeth, and thanks so much, guys.
All right.
Good to have you.
Awesome.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, those are the guys that quest, right?
Those are questers.
Yay!
Yeah.
D5.
D5.